Hey guys, I'm here today to make a wonderful story time video. Actually, this is 2 stories, 1 video. I mean, they're both really short, so let's put them together. This at one point was an iced caramel macchiato extra caramel. Shit's bomb. Anyways, so the first one is this lady. She comes in during the switch over between lunch and breakfast, and I work in fast food. I'm not going to say exactly where. You might know. I don't really know if I've said anything. Anyways, she came in to switch between lunch and breakfast, and she wanted breakfast, and I didn't have what she wanted left over, and she was just really mad about it. She asked for my manager to see if they could do anything about it, which clearly if we don't have it, we don't have it. Like, that's it. So he comes over, basically, like, says that we can do fries instead of hash browns, whatever. It's stupid. So I said, okay. So I rang it up like that, and then she kept going, like, with her order. Like, she just kept going and going and going, and I said, like, what did you want to drink with the first meal? And she looked at me and she said, I ain't talking to you, heifer. I said, let me compose myself before I jump over this counter and strangle a hoe today. I did not give a flying fuck if I finished that transaction. I did not give a fuck. I was like, I'm leaving. So I'm in the back. I'm literally like jumping, and I'm like, this bitch. I go to the manager, work at a Christian company. Went up to my boss and I said, this bitch just called me a heifer. And I'm like, he was like, okay. Like, I was like, yeah, so you better contain her before I do. The second story is, more recent, pretty much the same exact scenario. Our boards, like our menu boards, we have to flip them over to get to the lunch menu, so they made me go outside to flip the boards, which was fine. I don't mind doing it. As I was walking by all of the cars in line, every single one of them was like rolling their windows down. Do you have breakfast? I don't know, ma'am, you're gonna have to ask them when you get to the order station. So this lady parks her car and decides to walk inside. So I'm like, okay, I know I just saw you in the drive-thru. What do you want? She goes, do you have blah, 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 asking for breakfast? I said, no, we don't have that. We're on lunch now. So she goes to order her lunch. She was like, really annoyed at this point, but like, whatever. So she orders her kids' lunch, and then she orders her lunch, and she asked if we had a certain flavored milkshake. I said, no, we don't have that anymore. It was only seasonal. She goes, well then, I don't want a drink. I said, okay. So I didn't charge her for like the whole entire meal. I just charged her for the entree and the fries. So after she already paid for this whole thing, she's like literally done with her transaction. Like, she has a receipt in hand. She goes, oh, what's that drink? I told her what it was. She goes, oh, I'll take that with my meal. I said, okay, it's $2.83. She was like, well, why don't you put it in my meal? I said, ma'am, you didn't want a drink, so I didn't charge you for a meal. So at this point, I don't really know what to do, because I'm like, I knew she was going to be a struggle. So I was like, whatever. She's like, well, can't you, like, change it? Like, go back, redo it? Like, I'm like, lady, like, what do you think this is? This is not, like, some fancy establishment. This is a freaking fast food restaurant. I was like, sure. And yeah, I said it like that because I was trying to figure out how to do it. Like, I didn't know if I was supposed to refund the whole thing, or like, I was really confused and getting really flustered at this point because she clearly, she was just being her. And then after I said sure like that, because I was confused, she said, well, if I was somebody of your color, you wouldn't have any problem helping me. So, okay. And she's like mumbling, like going on at this point, and I can't even push buttons because of how much I'm shaking. If any of you guys know me, you know I am not a racist. If there is anything that I am not, it is racist. So, yeah. At this point, I'm literally shaking so badly because I'm just so upset that she would even dare to say that about me when she really has no idea anything about me. She was just using the race card because I guess that's what people do. I don't really know. But yeah, so I go in the office and I'm sitting there and my manager comes back and he's like, what was that? Like, what happened? So I told him, you know, the story. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm not a racist. I like chocolate. You know, my kind of chocolate. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, nothing lighter than caramel. That's literally my type. Anyways, so yeah. Those are some stories about what happened to me when I was working. I see the craziest shit when I'm at work. Like, people are so rude and they just don't give a fuck. So, yeah. Sips tea. I mean, coffee. Whatever. Anyways, gotta go. Bye.